Hello everybody, this is Infinum here. Today we have a new state of the gear laxy. Honestly, there's some updates in here. We have territory war changes, we have Relic Knight coming out, we have more gear update on the crunch where they're adding extra gear crates over to stuff. Alright, so let's take a look right into this. So, we could be reading most of this post, so I'm just going to highlight whichever stuff is really bringing me into attention. And that's the fact that they're going to plant Relic Knight on a PvP game mode, which some guilds take very seriously, others that don't take seriously at all. So Territory Wars. Been a while since you have updated Territory Wars divisions, and, you know, the maximum bracket used to be 225 mil. Now, you know, there's an encouragement for, you know, people to join in Territory Wars. You will want people to be having as much GP as possible, everybody locking in, so they can have, you know, the extra relic levels, because they want Relic 9. So this way, I guess it benefits, like, the top-end guilds and the players in those top-end guilds the most, so they can push out their Relic 9s. And they also have extra gear coming out to the other people as well. So between Relic 1 and Relic 7, you're also getting some more pieces, as well as arrow mags coming out. So no impulse detectors, but these were the Conquest, Cranecore, Sea-Pit, raid exclusive ones, and now you can also get them in Territory Wars at a guild that is 240 mil plus GP. So 240 mil plus guild GP. I think some of these would be beating C-Pit, but either way, it's a way of building up those arrow mags. So, you know, it will take 20 wars to get a full relocated 240 mil GP, but hey, it helps out. So that seems interesting to point out as well. Oh, so this is like, by the way, this little slashing here, the winner, win-loss where applicable. So winner takes a whole lot more than the loser. So really good incentive to work towards that. Alright, so reward changes. In addition to all the previous rewards, the new upper divisions have added rewards that emphasize winning. So if you are in a bigger guild, you get better rewards. You are in a worse guild, you get not as good rewards. Matchmaking, where they're addressing matchmaking. I mean, honestly, just getting the fact that Relic 9 is tuned to this, not tuned, but, you know, it's a reward that really prohibits sandbagging. This up the rewards to matchmaking, more balanced and fair experience long term, better accounts for guilds that bring a smaller number of powerful players. Additionally, the system takes loss streaks into account during matchmaking. You might also notice that cross-divisional matchups can now occur to smooth the trend. Oh, okay. Well, I guess you're not just going to be locked into a division, but you might be fighting yourself, you know. Still some, I guess it depends on the win records. This is a whole lot more complicated. Like, for example, in GAC, Division 1 players go against Division 1 players. Div 5 players could go against Div 4 players if, like, those guys already bloated past to the next division. I don't think that's the same scenario we're going to see here, though. While these changes are intended to have immediate effects, you also expect this to be a starting point for greater ability to fine-tune the system in the game. Alright, Relic Knight coming out. Relic Knight will require 2 materials to craft: Droid Brains and Garda. Tell me how to say it in the comments down below. Droid Brains will be exclusively available through TWs. The other ones are going to be a pain in the ass if we learned anything with the impulse detectors. That's all I'm going to say. As part of these changes, we're also expanding the ability for players to get Relicate materials. So we saw that with Territory Wars. We're adjusting the Relicate rewards in the Sea-Pit for more guilds for more people to get arrow magnifiers. So, oh, hold on. Oh, what? Okay, so, Alright, so this is interesting. So it still rewards the same amount of arrow magnifiers per tier, right? But now you don't care about being top 10 or not. Because top 10 before, you know, you got 8 plus arrow mags. Now, top 40 gets 7 plus. So this is, again, I think this is very friendly if you are in a very big guild, which seems to be what they're really catering to with this update. But nonetheless, you know, this is a whole lot more fair for people that are trying to farm this stuff. The release of Relic Knight opens up a great possibility to talk about gear and some big gear changes in the future. So let's see what that is. Today we're announcing a series of changes coming to gear over the next several months that are aimed at accomplishing the following goals: allow your players to progress faster, accelerate all players' abilities to unlock and engage with relics, ease the older gear hurdles, but still keep it valuable. So I think at this point of the game, you know, your characters, you can define gear as G13 or bust. You either have your characters at gear 13 and you use them, or you don't have them at gear 13 and you don't use them. Well, you can use some gear 12 characters and whatnot, but the value is so much better at gear 13. So it seems like they want to emphasize that. Like, for example, you have a 6-star character. If he's not a support character, like he's a damage dealer, like Kiademundi, you have a 6-star Kiademundi, he's useless, right? You need G13. So it's good that they're going to try to use that experience. How? Let's find out. So, well, gear is this. Yeah, I mean, we kind of all know what gear is. Let's see how this goes. Also, yeah, they want to have a good balance between longer term players, shorter term players. Earlier phases are a bit more focused on your players, but again, everyone will benefit. So, phase 1 of the changes. Phase 1 not in today's update unless specified. Target all players. So daily challenges changes. Salvage for Mark 5 stun guns, by attack imp. Oh, stun cuffs, dread collars added to daily challenges. That is huge. How many times have you seen yourself buy this stuff with guild currency, except for stun guns? But these guys and all of that stuff, that's awesome. That's really good. More core gear added to the shard shop, adding in a new dedicated slot in the shard shop that only provides core gear. Interesting. And this slot will be available every refresh, so probably want to have leftover shard currency to do this. Territory War prize is expanded via today's update. As mentioned above, Territory Wars, yeah. So gear, core gear, Division 8 plus, GP plus, mostly victory. Yeah, so mostly victory, this is what we're talking about. It's this, where, you know, if you're in a 280 plus million guild, you still get air magnifiers whether you win or lose. Increased quantity of all gear from the daily quest, approximately double drop rate of gear on PvE hard nodes with character shards. That's good. That's really good. That's really good. For example, if you're farming Resistance Hero Finn, he's in the same node as a Mark III Carbonti. Awesome. All PvE nodes with character shards will have the gear drop rate increased. This is intended to increase the amount of gear and while farming characters. So this is all in phase 1, which is not going to happen today, but probably at some point. Catch up newer mid-level players. So this is another thing they're going to do. For TB price changes, your rewards from event stars below max will be increased. Max rewards and change. This decreases the difference between the top and bottom gear prizes. So, you know, they're making the Territory War experience one that is more exclusive to better rewards, and they're going to overall improve deep TB and all of that stuff. So this is a good emphasis for the PvP-focused people. Galactic Challenge prize changes. Similar to TB, prize boxes below the max reward will be increased in order to boost rewards for newer mid-level players. And the max rewards remain approximately the same, but ramp up of rewards to the max will be less steep. I think that's a little bit what's going on here. It's like they're going to balance out this stuff that is more PvE Galactic Challenge TB oriented, but the PvP part, that stuff gets really exclusive. And hopefully we get to learn more about phase 1, the next phases. October Red Ahead will discuss phase 1 in more detail. So I guess this month ends in 2 days, but nonetheless, we'll find out when this phase 1 is implemented, but I think this is, you know, very beneficial. How many people have asked for this? So, you know, that's really good. That's very useful. So, you know, Relic Knight is going to be very difficult to achieve. And, you know, since characters are going to be available at Relic 9, it's just, you know, the difference between a Gear 11 character and a Relic 9 character is just becoming so stupidly large that it makes sense to ease up the route towards a Gear 13. And that's good. That also makes me concerned if they're gonna put, like, a new gear piece. Like, for example, they do all of this, and the same way they added Chirotex to characters, they add in a new different, you know, Droid Brain color thing. I mean, I know it's Droid Brain is the relic piece, right? But if they do something like that, another piece that is just exclusive and for newer characters, that's still going to make them the new marquees very difficult to attain. But yeah, they are addressing a lot of that gear issues, and honestly, it's a lot better to have these than not have anything at all. And I'd like to emphasize positivity here because, you know, these changes are all good. Whether you are unhappy with top tier guilds getting more gear than your current guild, you know, that is a choice that you might feel like it's unjustified, not unjustified, but like unfair to you. I'm gonna say this, compared to before, you're getting a lot better gear. Regardless of which stage of the game you're on, some people might benefit a bit more than you, but you benefit nonetheless, and I think that is awesome. Whichever player you are, whether you started a week ago or you have started 5 years ago or 6 years ago, whatever, you really benefit from these changes from all of this. So I think that's awesome. That's really good. And yeah, give me your opinion in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you soon. Bye.